Hi, I'm Steve Gladis, and I'm here to pimp your career. You know, there used to be a program called Pimp My Ride on TV that I loved. They would take an old beat-up car and they'd fix it up and they'd sell it with, all kinds of paint jobs on it and very fancy stuff. Well, that's what we want to do today. We want to use people and AI together to pimp your career. So I have been getting a lot of DMs lately from very nervous people here in Washington, D.C. who are concerned about their jobs and are concerned about this region and in general concerned about what's next for them. So many people are reaching out to sort of pimp their careers, get the next job if they've been laid off or if funding's gone dry. So I've come up with like 8 different steps that use both people and AI together. Number one, I tell people, ditch the online job hunt, like things like Indeed and Monster. You can send out thousands of resumes. Terrible waste of time, to be honest with you, because you're probably not going to get callbacks on that. Nobody reads those things. And at the end of the day, they're usually put on to kind of cover legal matters in terms of being able to say you posted it online. Secondly, work and network like a pro. People get you jobs and not postings. You're not your BFFs, you're not that network, it's your BFFs networks. It's getting away from yourself. Actually, it's called loose networks tend to get you jobs better than your tight networks, because typically tight networks are the ones you already have. So getting it out, telling other people that you're looking for a job and getting it as widely out as you possibly can is your best idea. The third thing I should say is get your informational interview on. The holy grail of job search is informational interviewing. Let me say that again. Informational interviewing is the holy grail of job search. And all it means is you try to get a 15-minute interview with somebody about their job, ask them what they like about their job, what they don't. Typically, it could be a job that you're seeking, maybe the next level, and you're really just trying to find out how do they matriculate. You're asking for advice. You're not asking for a job. And by asking for advice, people open up. By asking for a job, people close down. This gets people to open up. It's a great technique. At the end of 15 minutes, if you've asked for the 15, excuse yourself, and if they tell you to stay on, you switch from a informational interview into a real interview. Get a resume, but don't spend tons of time on it, because only 6 seconds usually is spent on a resume. If you're going to put anything, put it right up near the top. Keep it 1 page, 2 pages max. Get Claude to help you. Claude is like the Shakespeare of AI. If you want to use it, it's a great AI system. Get it to write things like your resume. Get it to write your cover letters and things like that. And you can get it to even write all kinds of postings and things like that on social media. Step number 6, hit the interview hard. If you get an interview with the hiring manager, I should say, then do a lot of research, become Sherlock Holmes, and find out as much as you can about that interview and try to connect with them as best you can. AI can give you most of the interview questions you're probably going to be asked, and you can actually then ask AI to interview you. It's usually by typing, but it's very much, it feels very real after a while. And it's a great preparation for the real interview. Then slay the interview. I ask for the VIP of all interviewing is in person. Get in person if you possibly can. Second is Zoom. Again, ask for cheat sheets. If the interview seems to be going out well, ask when you can check back with them, and then follow up with an email that first day, and the second day, or the second thing is after that. Follow up with an old school thank you note. People know that it takes a lot of time, and there's been a lot of studies on this thing, that when you send an old school note with a stamp and you put some effort in it, people recognize it and they really like it. And then sit back and drop the mic, because you've done it. You've pimped your career. Thank you very much. This is Steve Gladis. Take good care.